Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome for the very first time. All of the information for my Instagram channel, my website, with all the sessions, meditations, and upgrades that I offer, those are all up on my website. So that information will be below. And just to let everyone know, I'm doing one more lecture here before the end of 2020. I'm going to be speaking about the eclipse corridor that we are entering here in Sagittarius time, the winter solstice, and the Jupiter-Saturn alignment at 0 degrees of Aquarius, which is occurring here on the winter solstice. So it's a very powerful energy that we are entering into here at the end of November, December, and going into the entrance of 2021. That lecture I will be holding over Zoom. If enough people reach out to me, though, and want to have a couple people here in person, I will open my doors for that. Just please do reach out to me directly. I will be having that lecture on Sunday, November 29th, just in time for the first of 2 eclipses. We have that lunar eclipse in Gemini on November 30th around midnight Pacific Standard Time. I also invite you to check out my Instagram channel as well, because I am posting weekly messages, whether these are guidance messages from the planet Mars, which I am following very diligently right now. Mars just exited its retrograde yesterday on February 13th in the sign of Aries. It's going to now take the rest of this year and the first couple days of January to complete this very highly activating cycle in the sign of Aries. So do follow what I just recently posted there. I use the Heroes deck to get messages, and the guiding message for this Mars cycle at this time coming out of retrograde is it is time for a quantum leap. Honor the whisper of your soul. So this is a time of great deepening and great awakening. And here we have this last of 3 super new moons in the sign of Scorpio. A super new moon occurs when the moon and the sun come into either a new moon energy or full moon energy while the moon is closest to the earth in its orbit. Therefore, we feel the lunar energy at a more profound level, because the moon guides the tides of the earth and also the tides within our bodies. The moon is our emotional compass. And this super new moon in Scorpio, which is a very highly emotional and intuitive sign, also ruled by the planet Mars. So another reason to go check out what I posted on Instagram. Because Mars, now that it's moving forward, is telling us the time to take action, to be clear in our decision-making process, and to take action from a place of transparency, integrity, personal honesty, truth, and courage. The key word here being courage is where we're at right now. And if you don't have the courage built within you yet to take that action, then it means that the timing is not quite right for you, because you're going to have to take that leap, that quantum leap into the unknown here. Is this a time of risk for your heart, for your emotional body? Absolutely. And that's what this is about. But you've got to honor the whispers of your soul, because your soul right now is the biggest guiding influence in your life. Okay, so let's move on to the messages from the cards. I'm using the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish, the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle Guidebook by Lon, and last but not least, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot Guidebook by Tori Hartman here as we stand on the threshold of this new moon. I love doing videos as we're right in the middle of an astrological event here. So this is a beautiful new moon in Scorpio, Again, with the Scorpio energy, we're going deep into the depths of our being to find the answers that we seek. And so being truthful with ourselves and courageous in listening to our inner being and our heart and our intuitive body, but not only listening, then coming up with a plan to take action is a key part of this journey at this time. So let's look at the cards here. The first card I pulled is the Secret of Camelot, the authority of spirit. This is a magnificent card. This is the Lady of the Lake holding Excalibur. So she's coming out of the lake to bring Excalibur into the physical world. She is creating a bridge between the higher dimensions and the spirit world into the physical. But she's also bringing messages to you. So look at the Lady of the Lake as bringing you that beautiful sword of knowledge. And I often associate Excalibur in the tarot with both the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So there's deep wisdom that the Lady of the Lake is bringing you from the mystical, legendary lands of Camelot. And in the Arthurian legend, you know, Camelot was built upon the idea of the round table, that all knights are to gather on that round table, and every knight had a voice, and their authority was measured as equal with every other knight, including King Arthur's voice. So it's about that recognition that we are all knights on this round table. And every one of our voices and our truths are equal. They all have merit. And it's time now to listen to what that inner truth is for you. I'm going to put that card there. And I want to read from the book because I feel like there's an important message here. And that's the number 12, which is the Hanged Man in the tarot. It's about being able to see things from multiple perspectives. The Secret of Camelot. This indicates that you will soon be having important talks and conversations with those who are authority figures, or those perhaps that you look up to in some form. Okay, that could be bosses, mentors, teachers, or just people that you have very deep respect for. But remember, no matter the situation here, you are the mystic. You are the one that has a spiritual perspective, and it's your mission now to share this perspective with others. Those who you speak with are going to be the administrators and the bureaucrats, the ones with the power that is recognized by this world. But understand here that you have the power of the Spirit within you, and you are taking that pure spirit into the place that most needs it. So if you are working in a place where people are not connected with their intuition or their deep emotional or spiritual body, or if your family is one who denies that gift within themselves, within the family unit, then you are the undercover agent here, the one who enters that world to hold up the gift of the truth, the shining sword that is authenticity, the integrity that cuts through the politics, the one who shares the gift of the Spirit, even in circumstances that seem to care nothing for the ways of the light. Allow the lady to walk with you, for as you move through these realms, she will bring the gifts of this purpose to you, and she will help you with the effects that your actions and your words are going to have on others, even when you cannot see that effect right away. So you are actually the ripple that that stone makes when it first touches the water. You are that ripple, and you are called upon to enter into that zone now. Okay, that's what I call the magic zone. What is our second card here? And I've pulled this one before. The path of the gods, decisions, meetings, and future plans. Well, yes, if you're going to meet authority figures and also embody your own personal authority, you're going to be having communications and talks with people and bringing messages to them, but you are not responsible for how they receive them. You have to leave the message with them and just depart and go on your way. You cannot be attached to the outcome of what you bring. You are only the messenger here, and you are the messenger of spirit, of your own soul's journey and mission. And so the pathway of the gods is telling you that it's time to make decisions based upon that. And that it's kind of interesting how we're coming out of the water here with a sword of knowledge and wisdom and inner knowing. And the second card is very much about bringing it into the earthly realm here. So we're bringing spirit down to earth. We are walking the path of the gods at this time. You are in the process right now of deciding whether you're going to move ahead with a new venture or project, one which will see you enter into a closer relationship with another person. So perhaps this is for some of you in this new moon period, or by the end of this year, you are having a new boss or a whole new mentor, a group of people that you view as your knights of the round table. And that perhaps that authority figure is going to be like King Arthur, or perhaps like Guinevere, the queen that sat beside him. And you're going to be on an equal table where your opinion is valued. There's a decision that you're going to need to make about whether you want to take this new career, position, or job, or mentorship on. This connection, though, is going to be good and beneficial for you. It's being watched over and blessed by the gods. And just know that some divine intervention is coming your way when you say yes to these new relationships and opportunities in your life, whether they're business, familial, or love relationships. Because for some of you, I'm seeing that this is about love relationships, entering into a more spiritually ordained partnership in love, or even partnership and friendship with someone. Now, the last advice here is ground all that you do. Make friends along the way and welcome an ally on your quest. Discuss and learn. Share ideas and wonder how to translate the imagined into the possible. Make this a dance, and those who have sent you this mission will rejoice. So you are being guided by your divine guides all along the way here, okay? But as always, you are free to choose whether this path will be yours or not. And if you're not yet ready, do not worry. Another time will come, okay? So please always know that you are in charge of your life here. And that's what the ultimate message is. The Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, and Cosmic Ritual. So again, we're getting a beautiful message of divine guidance. That as you enter this pathway, the Light Priestess is helping you bridge any gaps between the spiritual divine messages and world and the physical world here. Okay, let's see if I can put her up right there. We've got a lot of twos here, I'm noticing. Actually, 2, 12, and 6. We've got the 2 energy and the 6 energy. And 2 is all about balance and coming into harmony. And 6 is about building relationships, but those that are mutually supportive, beneficial, cooperative, and loving. So let's look at what this beautiful goddess wants to impart to us today, or the Light Priestess. All you need to do is focus on the light within and without you. Spend time within this light. Spend time within the sunlight pouring through your own energetic gateways. Spend time in the moonlight, healing, cleansing, reassembling every single cell. The Light Priestess will ensure that you receive the light that will reignite the cosmic fires within you and restore all that seems broken and in disrepair. She builds the temple of the Spirit, and as you build yours, the temple she safeguards will be repieced until it once again is the gateway for the people of this earth to understand their place in the cosmos. You know, as I was getting ready to do this reading today, I was feeling a lot of healing energy in the room, and I was getting some feelings in my physical body that I needed to take a moment and move through. And I was getting the message that this super new moon and Mars moving forward here in Aries is allowing us to really heal at a very profound cellular DNA level. So do not resist this journey. Instead, embrace it. Allow the planets to connect with you. Re-engage with your starry self, your cosmic being, your eternal essence that is the light from 1,000 stars. For you are a temple, and you are restoring the gates between the worlds with every offering that you make to your own well-being, to your own spirit. This is telling you that everything you do here to rebuild your own physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being is actually what is rebuilding the gateway between worlds. So your physical well-being, your spiritual physical well-being and integration is literally the bridge, the gateway into this multidimensional reality. So allow the healing that wants to take place here. And let's look at the very last card I pulled, the full moon temple. Celebration, peak, and transcendent moments. Wow. So this is all taking us into the lunar eclipse at the end of this month. And we are allowing that healing. Look at that. You are that temple, and the light of the goddess, the light priestess and the light of the lunar goddess is shining through you. You are that beautiful temple of light, and you are also that human temple. And all of that water falling through there is what you are releasing and cleansing and clearing. And in this process, they want you, your guides and your soul want you to celebrate all that you have achieved thus far. So as we get into the lunar eclipse at the end of the month, I feel like it's going to be a time to truly dance in your achievements, to allow yourself to pause and celebrate how far you have come, to dance in that energy. And of course, we have a number 2 there for 27. Very powerful energies of balance here. The time has come to celebrate whatever achievements you have achieved thus far. This is a moment of glory in your life, of beauty, to recognize the blessings in your life. It is a time of gratitude. Gratitude is the key which unlocks more gifts, that opens the gate and allows the awaiting treasures of life to find their way to you. It is time to build a temple to the fullness of your spirit. Just as this moon is full and this temple has been created to expand the energy and amplify it, so too, when you build an altar or create a space within your life for gratitude, for celebration, for joy, for glad union with others, this is what makes your life full and whole. So these are the all-encompassing messages here. And then from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle Guidebook, I wanted to pull the tools that are going to help us achieve this. So what are the tools that are going to bring us into all of the messages here? And the first message we have is freedom. Number 21. Again, we've got the number 2. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression and bold exploration. Well, right there's the energy of Mars, isn't it? Both through the sign of Aries and Scorpio. Because in Aries, it's that outer courage to explore brand new worlds, to go where no man or woman has gone before. That is the element or the energy of Mars in Aries. It requires decisive, courageous action. And then Mars through Scorpio is about courageous, emotional action. Whereas in Aries, it's outer action, and in Scorpio, it's inward emotional courage and action. Okay? So let me read from the book, because I know that's a really potent card. Freedom is what brings you everything you ultimately want. Okay? But we are now living in a multidimensional reality. And that means that freedom is accessing the quantum field, the unified field of unlimited potential. And as our understanding and mastery of how our thoughts and intentions create what shows up in our reality and our lives, our freedom is then expanded beyond what we ever thought was possible. So the affirmation here is, I am free. Freedom refers to a state of being able to change or move freely. So it is associated with physical flexibility, with choices to move without constraints and limitation, and with personal freedom, as in the right to express one's own individual soul and pathway. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful message. And it's time now to let go of definitions that bind us to a certain form or expression, as everything in the multidimensional reality now is an ongoing flux and transformation. So we need to embody the go with the flow attitude. The second message is intuition. The energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond the 3D, the third dimensional reality. And isn't that what we were just talking about? We're in the multidimensional reality now. Whether you choose to believe it, live it, and access it, that is your choice. Because when we live in a multidimensional reality, the 3D is part of that. So if you want to live solely within the 3D, you can do that. While the rest of the realities, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and beyond, are actually around you while you're in the 3D. So as we're walking this earth plane and you're experiencing what you perceive or define as the 3D, please know that around us, at the same moment in time, is the 4th, 5th, 6th, and beyond. And you can choose to exist within all of them. And I'm going to say at the same time, because I believe as multidimensional beings, we have that capacity. But to dive deeper into that, I think how it translates is that we kind of jump back and forth. We jump, into the 4th D, the 5th, back into the 3rd, the 6th. We kind of jump around until we get really, really comfortable with it. And then we're able to spread our wings more and really embody all of the dimensional realities as just a simple function of being a cosmic being. Because that's ultimately what we are. We are cosmic beings. So your tools right now are to follow your freedom of expression and individuality and not hold yourself back there, okay, and to follow your intuitive body. So we have that beautiful Aries energy here and the Scorpio energy right there. So you have to be both a very deeply emotional, intuitive being, while at the same time being a very courageous, decisive, and active being. So those are the tools that are going to bring you through this time so that you can access all of the quantum leap reality that's calling you now. Because the quantum leap that's coming through is calling us all onto a new adventure. And these are the tools that are going to bring you onto that new adventure. And the last message here is the first chakra. So again, we're back to that Mars and solar energy here. So the solar energy, or the energy of the sun, which is that golden energy, is telling you you have to be true to your own personal identity. Yes, you are a cosmic being. You are part of the great void or mystery or soup of creation as that individual cell in creation, which is a cosmic being. And you are meant to shine your light out into the world now. To do so, though, you have to do it from your first chakra. That means you've got to build solid foundations. You can't just run out and embody freedom and take action without having built a foundation beneath your feet to do so, whether it's financial, living situation, being very clear with your relationship world and with your heart, because to make brand new decisions in love, you have to know what you want in love. You have to know how open your heart is to receive and give love. So look at your first chakra as building the foundations that you need so that you can bring in this higher reality and be that bridge between worlds. And so the last counsel I wanted to get was from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot Guidebook, as what is the last guidance here? So we have the overall messages that there's a great secret coming to us from Camelot. The spirit world is bringing Excalibur and messages to us. And the path of the gods is telling us to walk this earth in our true colors and in our authentic self. And we have the light priestess and the moon priestess and the goddesses guiding our every journey and pathway here, as we're also healing and cleansing from whatever we need to release from the past, okay? And also with the first chakra, the red energy here, it's telling us in building our new foundations here, we have to be willing to let the old foundations crumble, okay? You can't carry the old with you. Now let's look at what these beautiful tarot cards want to bring towards us. And we're going to look at the chakra colors as well. So the first card is the Six of Wands. So there we have another message of fire, right? Fire is all about movement forward, and it's usually fast. This is a time of action, and it's not slow, methodical action anymore. This is moving quickly. But the Six of Wands is telling us we have to move quickly, but we have to move from a place of balance and harmony, because six is about achieving that balance and harmony. And in this specific deck, the indigo color, which is the third eye, you know, beneath our forehead and between our eyebrows, that's our third eye. The color is indigo, and we are using our higher mind here, our higher guidance. And we are pulling with us, though, all of our ancestral line, because the indigo vibration, and look at all these cards too, a lot of these are indigo. They're asking us to bring with us all of the power of those that have come before us, the power of the Knights of the Round Table, the power of our ancestral line, to honor all of that wisdom, to honor the priestesses as well, because this is what is going to guide us forward. But is it a time to take action on that new pathway there? Absolutely. And the second card here is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Your cup of love is now ready to be shared with the world. And it's also ready to be shared in a divine union. Whether you are currently with someone or not, understand that you are filling that cup, and you will soon be ready, if not already, to share that cup, that total cup of love. Because the Queen of Cups is a place that we achieve on the emotional journey where we have great wisdom with our emotions now. We're not dropping back into drama. There's an element of intelligence here, of mastery of our emotions, where we have clear intentions and clear rationality also guiding our emotional body. Okay? So let me read from this deck. I love this new deck. The Six of Wands. Yep. It's the card of celebrating your heritage. Recognizing that your ancestors are here to bring you strength and fortitude. They're here to help you against all odds. So whatever you might be facing, your ancestors are here to help you. Okay? Your ancestors have passed on the baton to you, and they do not want you to live in the past anymore, as you are the living example of their legacy. Embodying this inheritance is what will heal the future generations. So this is what they want you, or they ask you to contemplate. You are more than this moment. You are all that has come before you. Recognize with gratitude the sacrifice and the journey of your ancestors, so that you are everything that has come before you. And that is why you can now embody the Queen of Cups, that you have a full cup to give and receive love equally with others, to share that cup. Draw on what makes you happy right now. So this Queen of Cups she represents the card of emotional healing here, that you're reaching a place of beautiful emotional healing. I love, love, love that message. So let's move on to the other messages here. So the invitation with all of this beautiful indigo light is to meditate, to work on your divine mind, your higher mind, to do anything that's going to further open up your intuitive body here. Let's look at the last couple cards here from the Tarot, the Eight of Coins. So that's a very earthbound energy, right? The red energy, the first and second chakra here, with a little bit of the third. So the Eight of Coins is about your foundation, okay? But with the Eight of Coins, it's going back and looking at a part of your foundation is still missing. There's like a missing element here, and you're coming back to bring that eighth coin in. So there's a lot of due diligence happening here, where you're wanting to make absolutely sure that this foundation is ready. So it's like you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's, and whatever missing element that maybe you missed in a hurry, you're getting a chance to rebuild that. And what I'm getting also with the Eight of Coins is this has to do with both business, family, and also relationships. So if there's any relationship, whether it's familial, business, or love, where the first time around it did not work because it was not built on a solid foundation, that you have an opportunity now to bring that missing eighth coin to this foundation, whether it's within the family unit, romance, or business. Okay, that is a very beautiful message. And we have the card of Temperance. So Temperance is always about balance, but also tempering yourself. You know, with the Queen of Cups, we have that deep emotional wisdom that we have achieved here. But perhaps there's a little bit more tempering that we still need to do. You know, we have another red card here. So we are working on our temperament and on perhaps fine-tuning our temperament and our passions and directing our passions so that the alchemy of what we're trying to now create is exactly what we want. So with Temperance, give it the time that is needed, and please do not skip steps here, because we are going from the Eight of Coins to temperance. So in order to get that 8th coin and to have all those beautiful 8 coins lined up perfectly here for your foundation, you need to take the time to put it together and make sure that every element you're bringing in here is exactly the perfect amount of something, okay? Because temperance is about alchemy and blending all the different elements to form that perfect, what's the visual I'm getting here? Like in ancient times, they were putting together different elements to create gold. Okay, so what you're building is that golden goblet. And you have to perfectly blend things, though, so that you get exactly what you're trying to create here. Okay, so give yourself the time to do it. Temper your energy. Have patience with yourself in the process. And please work with any tendencies to get impatient or to be temperamental here, because part of what I'm getting is working with your passion body, but in terms of your temperament. So do not give up hope when what you're working towards doesn't come out the way you want it to in the first couple times, okay? Give it patience, love, and energy. And I know that you're going to get exactly what you want from this, okay? Because what you're building here is something very, very significant. And what you're building here is what's coming in 2021, okay? And so the very last card I pulled here is the Star. Oh my God, that is so perfect. Because in terms of the chakras, we have the higher mind, or the third eye, and then we have the first, second chakras down here. And the green energy is the heart chakra right in the middle of the red and orange and the purple. So the Star card is a representation of balance achieved and healing achieved, because the Star is about finally being able to have a very, very profound spiritual healing. So you're not only healing on a physical level here, you're also healing on a cosmic level. And that is what is bringing all your dreams into physical manifestation. I love, love this card. And what she's holding there is the cosmic soup of manifestation. The ethers is what it's called. And this is the star energy, which is Aquarius. And in the sign of Aquarius, not the cup, but the cauldron, or the big bowl that the Aquarius sign holds, is not of water, it's of the cosmos, it's of the ethers. Some equate it with water, but it's truly of starlight. And so please know that this is all about achieving your dreams. That the healing you're going through, the setting and building the strong foundations, the tempering your passions and your anger, anger management could come in here too. Looking at your anger body and how healthy is that, and perhaps there's a little bit more work to do there. But the Star is about reaching that dream, and it's truly about reaching your heart's desires, because she's throwing the stars into the sky, and the heart is now formed. So you are achieving your dreams here. You are achieving the path of the gods. You are walking that pathway. That is a beautiful, beautiful message. I'm just going to look and see if there's one last message they want to give us here. I don't think so. I think that is a beautiful, perhaps, way to end this reading. The heart of stars in the sky indicates redemption through personal forgiveness. Mastery means being gentle. Personal healing is taking place. So you must be gentle with this process. And it is time to also let others off the hook for choices that you knew were not in harmony with who you have now become. So the forgiveness here is not only towards yourself, It's towards others. What would happen if you forgave yourself for loving someone who simply was not capable of loving you that way back? That is the most profound and beautiful forgiveness that you can give. And I guarantee you that level of forgiveness is what is going to set you free. And it will bring you all of your dreams. But that is the level of forgiveness that you must achieve. Alrighty, everyone, I love you so much, and this is a beautiful reading. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like these messages are what is bringing us through the rest of this year, and we have our task ahead of us. Please do jump on my Instagram in the next 2 days. I will be posting a message there from the Goddess Realm. Love to you all.